say? Should say live soon. Hi guys. Welcome to Success is the New Sexy. Happy Wednesday. I don't know why everything is freezing up tonight. Everything is just life is lifing right now. I don't know what's happening here. I'm just getting a bad connection. But welcome, guys. Welcome to Success is the New Sexy. And I have a special guest with me tonight. So this is my girl Haley. I know you guys heard so much about her before. You're gonna talk about you on the show. So this is my girl Haley. We gotta start with my bathroom voice. I cannot start my show. Freezing up, I don't know why. When we were kids in the backyard, playing astronauts and rock stars, no one told us to stop it. Call us unrealistic. Now suddenly you're 18, go to college for your plan B. What you want is too risky. Live for weekends and whiskey. We all got these big ideas. One day they're replaced with fears. How did I get here? Darling, don't quit your daydream. It's your life that you're making. It ain't big enough if it doesn't scare the hell out of you. If it makes you nervous, it's probably worth it. Why save it for sleep when you could be living your daydream? 39 waiting tables, we have the voice of an angel. All the money and power. She all the money and power. Okay. She only sings in the shower. All these things we say we'll get to. Shut the bad reasons not to. Go take this. See, darling, don't quit your daydream. It's your life that you're making. It ain't big enough if it doesn't scare the hell out of you. If it makes you nervous, it's probably worth it. Why save it for sleep when you could be living your daydream? So who want to give me my record deal? Happy Wednesday. Welcome to Success is the New Sexy. We're having some type of technical difficulties. I'm still trying to figure it out. I just don't know what it is, but I'm trying to figure it out. So guys, we have an amazing topic tonight that I want to share with you guys. And it's kind of hit home for me because I wanted people to know, how they could be successful in business, whether it's from setting your goals to overcoming obstacles, even creating a positive mental you in order to elevate yourself when it comes to business. So we're focusing tonight on getting you guys to really focus, regroup, and be successful. Be the best version of yourself. Like, never listen and be worried about what the outside world is thinking about you. But I want you guys to more focus on you tonight. Okay? Haley stepped out for a quick tidbit, so I'm just going to give a little 5 seconds to kind of regroup and come back in and catch a little breather, a little breath.
Wait a minute. Is it choppy?
Okay, so we're going all the way in. You guys see my little thingy? I have it upside down. You see my little thingy? See, success isn't sexy. All right, so Haley's back. So we're discussing how to be successful in business tonight. And this is a kind of dear topic to me because I've had a lot of challenges along the way on my journey. And I think sharing is caring. So the more information you give, you could possibly help somebody avoid hitting that same roadblock that that I hit along the way. So for those who don't know, Haley is slash my personal assistant, but she's also into business and wants to own. What did you say?
I want to own my own hotel where the proceeds will go to the homeless youth, the elderly, and people who just really need that help out there.
So when you talk about you wanting to own your own hotel, is this a goal you have set a long time ago, or
Yes.
so why a hotel? Like, what made you want to do something so fast?
Well, I can't discuss it because you need an NDA to discuss the exact details of what's going to entail inside of this very exquisite, very unique hotel that no other hotel will be able to offer you. But I've been thinking about this since I was in high school, before I self emancipated myself. And then I was just able to finalize and go ahead and do the journey of making my business plan and everything like that when I went to college. And then as life goes on, just figure out how I can work my business plan into my lifestyle, especially being faced with so many challenges.
That's good. Um, Owning a hotel is a huge responsibility. From what I've heard, because I have a couple of friends that's into the hotel industry, and it's very challenging. So kudos to you on setting that dream so high that I know you're going to achieve. Where do you see yourself when it comes to your goal? Like, are you putting in the legwork? What are you doing to make this possible?
So I can't discuss every detail.
I mean, we don't need every detail,
but some of the details I can discuss would be like, this week I was planning on looking into how to start my LCC, because maybe soon financially I'll be able to have the startup money to do the hotel, and it's better to have the LLC established close to the date that you want to start that business, just to help alleviate some of the steps along the way. The steps could be a little lengthy, maybe copywriting issues and stuff like that.
So one of the things that I faced with my brand was trademarking, um, because you get introduced to business, from not really going to school to study business, but growing up in a household where you saw your mother and father as business owners, and doing it in the Caribbean to doing it here in the USA is two different things. And you face a lot more challenges. It's not just a simple, oh, I have a business name, I'm going to open a business. That's what a lot of people teach you. But if you want to have a successful business, you need to trademark that business. Because anybody could be Success is in Sexy or Bella Body, and it's a first come, first serve, and they trademark it before you, and then you get hit with all the legal ramifications, that cease and desist letters, you can't use this, you can't do that, because you're infringing on different things. So while you're busy setting that goal, set it in stone. Also, while you choose that name, make sure you run that name through the trademark industry to make sure it's not an active household name, and you're able to really own it and take your business to the next level. This is part of understanding the obstacles that we face when getting into the business industry. Creating a positive mindset as to how you're going to go about it. Um, what are the tools you need to have in place? Like you say, with a possible, maybe you need to patents or copyrights, or whatever the case is, based on what your idea is. These are things that you have to look into in business in order to have a successful business, because nobody is perfect in every and anything. We're all going to face challenges, but it's how you bypass, and the challenges is what really matters. And having success is the new sexy. It really gives me an opportunity to help you guys move past certain hurdles that I endured. I believe in, if I went through it, why do you? That's why I believe knowledge is power. It doesn't matter who it is. I like sharing. Um, because I believe, you could save somebody else a lot of time. Not because somebody didn't do it for you, it doesn't mean you don't have to do it for somebody else.
I agree. That's my dream, my goal.
Clear mind, not having self doubt when you're doing business is very important. So steps I take personally to clear my mind, USA. That one deep breath is like, oh my God, I gotta get over it. You can't sit and ponder on things like weighing on your shoulder all the time. You have to deal with everything with positivity and really sometimes drop your guard because you'll put up a lot of roadblocks and you're going to miss a lot of good things that's coming your way and happening to you.
Do that.
So make sure. Embrace every challenge like it's not even a challenge. Get past it. Do the legwork, do the research. If you need to call an accountant, you need to call an attorney, you need to call somebody, you need to call Tyrone. Girl, call Tyrone. I'll call Tyrone. But just make sure you overcome all your challenges, you embrace the challenges, and don't get stuck within yourself. You got to stay on track. And most importantly, it's not even a matter of showing the world that you can do it, but showing yourself that you can do it. Being a self starter, a self believer, a self motivator is going to help a lot of people with their success because you have to look at you first when you're doing something and always remember don't listen to the outside world. It doesn't matter what the naysayers think. They're not the one in this journey. You're the one on the journey. You're the one that wants to be successful, and you're the one that's going to be putting in the work to really be successful. So I'm going to ask you, identifying and understanding obstacles, like I said, is very crucial. And what obstacles are you currently facing that I personally could help you with?
The first obstacle I'm facing is where do I start to do my LLC? Where do I start for my trademark? Where do I start for my copywriting? And what do those fees look like? How long is that process going to take me?
So when it comes to the LLC, a LLC is very easy to open, but it's also better to have someone that, like me, that did it before, help you along the way. It's not a matter of me doing it for you, but me assisting you in the interim, educating you on what you need to know because that may not be the only LLC you ever own in life. But once you're a person that's strong into belief and you are goal oriented like myself, it is not going to be one business that you have or one hotel. It's going to be, a franchise or how you say, not just a mom and pop. So you're going to learn. I will show you and I will teach you where to begin with the LLC from going on and we in New York. So in New York, you go on the New York City Gov site, you have to create an account and then you go through the whole process. The LLC is really cheap. It's like $125 to open it, but you also have to do your filing in the newspaper for it to be recognized as a LLC, stating that, hey, I'm here, I have a business, and this is me. But apart from doing that, like I say, your first step should be going to UTSDPO to the trademark site and running a search on the name that you plan to own the hotel in. Even if you're not going to open this business for another 10 years, now is the time to do that. You don't want to miss your mark. You don't want somebody else to own the name. You could own that name now. You can pay and put it on hold and say, well, I intend to use it for future, XYZ. So that's another thing that you can do. So don't, wait until the last minute, like you said just now. Well, I'm going to wait closer to when I'm opening the business to do the LLC. No, the LLC has to be open way before the business, especially if you're looking for funding. The banks is going to want to know, who are you? What is this money for? Are you saying it's for a business? They want to see the business. They want to see the EIN, which is your federal tax identification number. And they want to see bank accounts. What liquid cash do you have now? What are you investing into your brand? So these are things that you have to fast track yourself into thinking, into doing from now while you build yourself. Even though the business will be non-performing, And legally, you have to file taxes every year for your business. You can file your tax at a zero because it's non-performing right now, but you still staying in compliance with the IRS. Because you know, Uncle Sam really acts like your uncle. Yeah.
Yeah, don't even come after me.
Yes, child. So I'm sorry, guys. It's raining. I'm under the weather. My allergies is acting up. It's always something. Creating and having a positive mental picture of you, your business, your brand, and everything is super important. For the mere fact, clarity. You can't function if you self-scattered. You understand? You got to be dominant in yourself with the time management, with the time that you allow yourself to work on certain things. I'm not a ponderer. I always say, I call it decluttering my mind. You know, I would do that like this. I say what I say and I move on. You know, because if I want to sit down and worry and wonder what's happening around me, who's doing what is being said, you would never reach nowhere because then you'd be focused on the outside world. So making sure you have a clear, positive mind is very important into any business and brand that you're doing. So you could stay focused, put your peaky blinders on, keep your eye on the prize, keep it moving. You ready to start?
I'm ready, girl.
Haley born ready. Embracing your challenges, like I was saying before, negativity. You know, you have a lot of people out there that would try to tell you, oh, girl, why are you opening a hotel? Um, you know, why don't you just buy a house? Girl, dream big. Don't quit your daydream. That's my motto in life. I came to America at the age of 21 with $20 in my pocket and a dream. And I believe if I can do it, anybody can do it. I faced numerous challenges and stuff along the way, being here by myself, growing myself up at 21. But here I am now. So I wouldn't say many years later because anybody want to play to guess my age. But many years later, you know, it's like here I am now and I'm really doing it. You know, along with teaching my kids how to run the businesses, um, also chiming into what is their goal, their dream, their vision, but still reminding them that, hey, don't forget your legacy. You still got to learn to control your legacy because that is what your trust is there for you to make sure you hold on to everything that I worked so hard for you to help you keep your generational wealth going. Because further down the road, you're going to want to have more out of life. So you always have to be able to keep a clear mind. Be free of self doubt, be free of the naysayers. And
It's hard sometimes.
I know, but you got to try.
I do. Every day I wake up, I thank God, I pray.
Do you do affirmations and stuff like that? How often?
Every day. This morning was, I am that bitch. And put an emphasis on that.
So that's good because I do affirmations, not that way.
But no, I'm not every day. It's a different one. Every day is a different one. It could be positive. It could be everything starts with the same letter. 3 things start with a P, you know, or like whatever I think of for that day. Today it was, I am that bitch.
Okay, so
yes,
she is that bitch.
Help myself not doubt myself.
Right, which is good. I'm a self motivator. Like I always tell people, I don't wait for nobody to clap for me.
Yeah,
I got hands of my own. When I reach a mark that I set, I clap for myself. I treat myself. I buy myself nice things. I send myself my own flowers because I don't wait for nobody to do anything for me. I like to do it for myself. I appreciate everything that is done for me. Don't think I'm selfish by saying that, but I like to remind myself that this is me, this is my dream, and this is me living in my moment and in my dream. So I don't wait for nobody to be like, oh, Bella, you did such a great job. That was such a great idea. Look how far you've reached. You know, I go to myself and I'm like, Bella, today, this is what you're going to do. And this is how you're going to get there. So I make sure I keep that positive mental frame of mind so I can get from point A to point B to keep my success going. So sometimes when you get, all cluttered up and you can declutter, speaking to someone is good. It doesn't mean that you need mental assistance, but sometimes speaking to someone, it helps them add clarity to what it is you're getting yourself involved in. So it's very important that you really focus on you and not the outside world when you're doing anything when it comes to business. Even sometimes on yourself, because people get lost in the social media hype and the who wearing what and what celebrity doing whatever. But to be honest with you guys, a lot of these celebrities out there just has the name celebrity. They have bad financials. They've been given bad financial advice. They're not really set up properly. It's just a name. I found myself in circles where I thought I could have been equal in, and it was like, damn, they really need me more than I need them. So, be careful when you're hand picking and picking at the things that you're doing and who you're watching and who you're using as a guide, in order to help motivate you. That's why I stay self motivated. I don't believe in waiting on, like we say in the Caribbean, Tom, Dick, and Harry to take me to the next level. If you will it will come right back to you, and you could focus on really building your brand and staying on track with everything that you're doing. So tell me a little bit more about this dream that you have, because I know you do different things. It's not just your dream of owning a hotel. I know now you are into business. Um, you have, your modeling and stuff that you do. You have what else?
I have my modeling. I do entertainment. I'm
You
like
can see the
I do modeling. I do entertainment. I do TV shows. I do fashion weeks. I do stuff all related to art and
but
all forms of self
that's a
creativity.
business within itself.
Yeah.
Being in the arts the industry, I'm not good like that. I did fashion and design in school growing up, but it I came to America and then I saw clothes were so cheap, and I was like, damn, I don't need to do nothing with fashion and design anymore. I just figured life out on the whole as I was going along. But I see you, with your positivity. You have a bold mentality, which is good, and you know how to really fit yourself in a space and make it work. You understand? And that is really good adaptation that you could apply to your business etiquette as you grow in your business and your brand. Because in business, you're going to run into the crazies and the different personalities, and the ones who say, hey, I can do it, and then the ones who really cannot do it, and the ones who could do it but is scared to do it. So you got to be aware of, um, the company basically that you keep and how you intend to maneuver yourself around. You got to make sure you vet everybody. Like we say, you got to pick your tribe in a manner where it works for you more than it works for them, because it's all about not being selfish and selfless, but it's all about getting you to from point A to point B. So, what else can I help you with when it comes to creating your brand and getting yourself to where you need to get to?
I just need to focus on how long it's going to take and how much money I should really start investing before I look into um, initially starting the business. Maybe locations on properties. I already know exactly kind of like what area I want to have it in.
It's something you're going to do in New York?
Yeah, the first branch is going to be in New York, and I've done like a lot of research and SWOT analysis, to compare other states compared to this state. Maybe second state would be like Atlanta or something like that. But New York is definitely a prime state because like so much travel comes here. The hotel industry, everyone's looking for housing, apartment. They're just living in hotels. They're living in the storage units. So,
girl,
yes,
storage units.
You didn't see the TikTok video?
Uh-uh.
There's a couple living inside of a storage unit right now, and they ended up getting kicked out the storage unit for going viral on TikTok for showing everybody else how to live in the storage unit.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Yes, here in New York City.
Oh my God, that's really, really crazy. I didn't see that. I need to be updated with my social media presence. I be wifing and mumming and working and everything else that comes with
It
it.
just made me that much more sad. Like, wow, my hotel could help somebody like this who's in need to really get them where they need to go. They don't have to settle on getting a little room or whatever. They can settle against me. They have a family, so they need something for a
Oh,
family.
so it's an entire family in
Yeah,
the storage?
it's him and his wife. I think the wife is pregnant, and or she has the kids. The kids somewhere else. I know it's a whole family of them, and he's saving money in the storage unit because he can't settle on like a little one or whatever. He needs something
No,
bigger
rent is
for the space.
expensive in New York.
Yeah,
Like
and he
rent
needs
is
something
really
bigger.
expensive.
I don't know
Yeah.
all the details of his family, but I know that him and his wife need more than this little one bedroom. There's more, might be more than somewhere else.
Oh Lord.
Living with grandma, auntie, uncle, somewhere.
Mm-mm.
Because you can't have the kids in there.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's really crazy. Yeah, they have the whole housing issue. Like, I do real estate, and I've been dealing with a lot of people in programs and a lot of discrimination for the people that's in programs, because from the minute they hear, oh, well, I'm in Section 8, they're like, oh, they're poor. Like, girl, these people are richer than y'all. The government paying for everything for them, and they stacking and banking and wearing Fendi and Gucci and everything else. So they're not the poor ones. The landlord is the poor one, because the landlord need the rent. Because these people be wearing all the Gucci, all the good stuff, while the government pay, for their subsidiary income and stuff like that. But when you hear somebody say, "Oh, I'm on Section 8, so I'm on PEPs and SEPs," it doesn't mean you have to discriminate and put them down. It's just that they choose a different path of life to get the assistance that they need in order for them to probably stack, to build a business, to buy a house. Because now they have a Section 8 to home ownership program that I see everybody talking about, that I'm getting some information on also, that can help even people, get into housing. I heard you said that you emancipated yourself
At the age of 16.
I always saw that on television growing up, but I never really met somebody that was self-emancipated. That is so cool.
That's not as cool as it sounds. It's cool now. All the cool kids are doing it.
So why? You wanted to just be an adult too quick?
No, I did not want to be an adult too quick. I came from a very hard household lifestyle, as I was telling you before, and I just could not. It came to the point where my mom had kicked me out, and when she kicked me out, we were raised down south. Ain't no such thing as abuse down south. And I left. I had a bump and a crick in my neck. I couldn't bring it back over here, and until next week, next month, or whatever month she put me into. And then she called the school and said I ran away.
Oh Lord.
Yes, because people down south believe that you gonna listen, you're gonna get beat from the front to the back. So if I went to school, I would get arrested. So I'm like, how am I gonna go to school and finish what I gotta do for me? And my mom wanna be crazy. So I went to the guidance counselor, and she's known me a long time. I've always talked to her. I've done musical instruments, different types of forms of art, whatever. Anytime I have a problem, I always talk to my guidance counselor. Make sure you guys talk to your guidance counselors. They are number one, A1. They're not getting paid enough. She is the one who helped me self-emancipate myself, so that way I can go back to school. I went back to school, and I ended up going to a charter school, graduating a year in advance, starting college, paid for my own college. And I recently got all my loans forgiven.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what you majored in college?
Business, market communication.
Nice. I like that.
Always been a businesswoman.
You see, that's why you're gonna go far.
Yes, I come from a whole family of business owners. I'm like the third or fourth generation who wants to be a business owner.
That's nice.
No legacies though. We need to start working on a legacy.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, but maybe you can make the change by doing that, and
Yes.
working on that legacy and bringing everything to forefront. That is really, really amazing. Cause I couldn't do that at 16, honey. My mother wouldn't even send me into next month. She would send me into years ahead.
Yeah,
So
I got lucky.
We had to listen
Because New York has more laws than down south. So that's why I didn't get sent to next year. I got sent to next month or next week.
Oh Lord.
Yes.
Mm-mm. But you here.
But it made me stronger.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
and hopefully
good.
one day it can bring us all back together. Because where they doubted me, I can show them, hey, I was trying to tell you all along.
Yeah, but you gotta show yourself first.
Oh no, I've been showing myself.
Yeah, so always remember
Show
that.
myself,
you
then
know,
I'm gonna show them.
yeah, you show yourself first what you can do before you show it to others, because you don't want people to get in your ear, and you don't want to plant real estate and then be like, oh my God, self-doubting yourself, you know, making clutter sit right there, and then you're like, you know what, I'm not going to do this business again. Maybe I'm not good enough to do this business, or maybe I should try something else because this might be too challenging for me. Because if people could get you in your ear.
I can't doubt myself when God is the
I
number
will. I'm
one
gonna.
person in my
I'm
ear.
going to give you one of my hater blockers.
What is it?
My hater blocker?
Oh, you talking about sunglasses?
No, girl.
What you do for the hater blockers?
The blind steer.
The blank
And
stare?
all I hear is blah 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 blah. I hear nothing they say, girl.
Well, even
Nothing
if I
they
hear
say.
God's word and God's glory, just feeling, just having faith and seeing what He can do, you can't test that faith. You can't shake what you already know, like what's preordained. So when it comes to certain things, I don't have no doubt because God already told me. He already showed me. I've already felt it. I don't know when, I don't know where, I don't know how, but it will be in His time.
And that's good. But you all have to remember that God help those who help themselves. So even though it's going to be in His time, you need to put that work in, honey.
Where am I?
Put that work in.
I'm here putting that work in here with you guys.
Yeah.
Every day.
Guys, this is Success is the New Sexy. I'm your host, Chevrolet Mendoza, also known as Bella the Beauty Boss, and I'm here with my girl tonight, Haley. And we are talking about how to be successful in business. Because a lot of times people don't like to share. I've run into a lot of situations where I'm faced with a challenge, and I'm digging and fighting and trying to get the information, and I know somebody that has it, and they wouldn't even share that information with me. But as she said, with God, and God knows the plan, and He knows what's ahead of you and everything. To God be the glory, because He always opens up a way and finds a way for me to get from step A to step Z, not even B, making a full complete circle and making my achievements and my goals be reached in a timely manner. So share, like I said, sharing is caring, you guys. If you have information, help a friend, or help a sister out. You understand? You never know. It's not about who's going to get further than you, because where you at it might be where God wants you to be, or your higher being or your higher power wanting you to be there, and really grasp and live in that moment. We're talking back about clear mind, self-doubt. Um, do you doubt yourself when it comes to business, that you're not gonna get to where you want to be in the time you want to be there?
I do doubt myself because so many life obstacles. So I do have like some doubts sometimes, but I just keep faith and I keep counting my blessings. Literally, when I doubt myself, I count my blessings one by one in my head or out loud. I'll be like, you know what? I got my apartment, not even apartment. I got my co-op. I own it. I'm in my 20s. God is good. Before the co-op, I was homeless living in my car. So when I tell you, I counting the blessings and living in that car helped me save enough money to buy the co-op. Just like he's living in the storage unit to save up. Same idea.
That's good.
So I just keep counting.
So you self-started, you self-motivated, you pushing yourself, you're getting from point A to point B. You're doing your affirmations, which is a good thing. You're staying on top of you. You're staying focused. How do you deal with, I wouldn't say the naysayers, but how do you handle the people around you that self-doubt you, that you kind of do it? Like, do you make them get to you?
No, I just stop talking to them about whatever I'm planning, because their words can speak something into my reality that I don't want them to. So I take them out of my plan completely. I just shut my mouth. And if I speak to nobody, I speak to nobody.
That's good.
The only people I really speak to every day is you and maybe one or two, if they're lucky, other people. Other than that, I'm not talking to nobody every day. All I'm talking to every day is God.
And that's good. Keeping your circle small sometimes is really good, because it don't have, too much people trying to, how to put, transfer their energy onto you and bring, negativity forefront, because jealousy is a real thing. It could come from a family member, it could come from a friend. um like I've had instances where, I take people out, and I said that last week, in my circle, and we do similar things, and they are trying to coach my clients, and that's not good. Okay, that's not good. So, being on top of your game mentally is super, super, super important. Guys, thank you, each and every week for tuning in to Success is the New Sexy. Um, I chose that name for a reason, because a lot of time people see us brownlings. I'm like, oh my God, like, no, we're not those ditzy girls. We are successful businesswomen, or women growing into our elements. I have my guest with me tonight, Haley, um, young business owner, owns her own co-op, has faced many different challenges in life, from homelessness to moving into her own co-op, owning her own co-op. Her journey has been rough, but again, darling, don't quit your daydream. It's your life that you're making. It ain't big enough if it doesn't scare the hell out of you. If it doesn't scare you, it's not worth your time, honey.
That's the one.
It's not worth your time. Like, I go into
I've been scared my whole life, and let me tell you, I've been scared my whole life, and let me tell you, God is good.
I believe that if it's for you, it would be for you. I've changed gears along the way in life, um, because that wasn't for me. But you would eventually find your home, your passion, your love. And I like how you speak about wanting to open a hotel and give back to your community. Um, from dealing with homelessness to helping the people that's less fortunate and stuff like that. That is always a great foundation to start with, because a lot of people that I work with are big givers, are big in communities and stuff. Even Love Bay Radio, they do a lot of give backs. They're big into community work. They're always doing something for somebody. Whether it is giving them an opportunity like me to have this fabulous show on their platform, um, is really good. But again, like I say, the company you keep. You understand? The people you keep around you sometimes could breed positivity into you. Not everybody that comes around is negative. You just have to pay attention to who the right ones is, and put yourself in the right pockets and the right conversations at the right time to make things happen to you. Why is she acting like she's in school raising her hand?
Well, let me give a shout out and a special thank you to Bella for, believing in me, giving me a chance, giving me an opportunity. You're talking about giving back. You're giving back too. So thank you. I appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Taking a chance on me. And hopefully I don't let you down. Every day I'm pressing you, I'm doing more, I'm whatever you need me to be and
Girl,
more.
I don't allow people to let me down, so that would never be you letting me down. You would let yourself down.
Oh, I don't let myself down.
Okay then. So it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, I just like to up it. I like to do more, give back more. Somebody give you something, you give them more.
Right. You have to breathe life back into everything and everybody around you. I'm kind of feeling off track a little bit.
Sorry.
That's okay. No. It's not you. It's not you at all. I have my own challenges that I face daily.
Want to talk about them?
Like, for instance, I would say, like, I'm telling people how to be successful in business. Yes, I'm successful in business. Business is a challenge. It changes all the time. It's like America with the seasons. Like, we're in January. The industry that I'm in, like, I call my girl in Miami, I'm like, girl, are you slow? because we know coming out of Christmas, money done. But girl, the phones was ringing off the hook today, girl, because the 15 passed and taxes are being done. And the person's like, oh, I'm getting my check, but I need to come to my body sculpting. So then you get the February smile, and then you have the months of love for February. So you got to learn your markets when it comes to business, because January in the spa industry is usually a slow month. Everybody's coming out of Christmas and giving and stuff. I think in most businesses, January is relatively a slow month. But then you come into February when Uncle Sam says, hey, here you go. This is for your hard work, and here goes back some money that you gave to me, and people find things to do with it. So that's why we started marketing from January 1st for February 1st for the month of love, because we always try to stay a month ahead in this industry, or at least 2 to 3 months ahead. That's why you see we always doing critical thinking. I'm always like, okay, so we need to know what we're going to do for March from now. So in any business you're in, whether you're going into the service industry, you're going into the what industry you're going to be in?
Art, model, entertainment industry.
Your art, model, entertainment industry, you still got to stay ahead of the game, because we know June brides, that's coming up now. So we focusing now on marketing for June, because we want to catch a brides. Brides start planning 5 to 6 months ahead of time. So in the business that I'm in, I always have to keep an open mind and keep my brain rotating as to what next. So January, I'm into February. January, I'm into March. Late January, I'm already into June, because we need to start get bookings for June for brides, for bridal parties. Now we're gonna have Cafe B, where we're gonna be doing a lot of pop-ups and a lot of and like artsy stuff, sip and paint, cake and sip, and
helping the elderly.
So it's so much that we involved in on the whole as a brand, that we constantly have to stay up to par with what's happening around us. March is the spa show. For those who in the beauty industry, this is where we go and get the latest trends, what's happening now, what new machines it have. Is there something that's going to keep my face lifted for the rest of my life, that I never have a droop day, I never have a bad day? These are the things I'm looking forward to right now, that's happening in my line of work. Girl, if she only knew.
I need to start now, so I don't gotta worry about it later.
Exactly. Like I say, if I knew half the things I know now, that if I knew it at 21, 22, 23, 24, in my 20s, what I know now, I would just be a Barbie. You know what I say, girl, you are walking trophy. That would just be me.
That's why I do entertainment.
That would just be me. I'm into everything when it comes to hair, nails, makeup, when I'm rocking my natural curls. Look at this, guys. Don't know what to do with it at most times, but it's working. I call it my red hair. You remember, that show, Fraggle Rock? From back in the day. You may not know. She's too young for that, guys. But I used to have this show back in the day called Fraggle Rock. Red hair used to be like this.
People wish they had your curl pattern.
Girl. If they only know how it is to maintain, but hey,
trust me, they do.
It is what it is. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is Success is the New Sexy. I'm here with my girl Haley. Say hey, Haley.
Hey.
The rising sun couldn't make it tonight. Work duty calls. He had to work overtime, and we understand that. Boy, gotta get to the bag. So we have Haley with us tonight, and she's going to be back next week with the rising sun. We are on Love It Radio, straight out of Toronto.
Awesome.
Yes, I'm looking forward for great things that we're doing this year. We're going to be doing the the school program.
SYEP,
yes.
Summer Youth, maybe get some interns here.
Yes, Summer Youth to get interns in. The kids are coming by and asking for it, guys. So once you ask me, Bella's going to make it happen, honey. So we're going to be having the summer youth program here where the kids could come in and learn with us, and they're still going to get paid through the summer youth program. So it's going to be a great internship program. We also in the process of having the aesthetics program opened up to the community where you can come and train under the Bella Body Spa Beauty Institute and get your certification that you can go to DOE and get that state board license. So we are working overtime to make all of these good things possible. For those who know, they call me Bella the Beauty Boss because I know how to make it in the beauty industry. We are a one stop beauty shop for all your beauty needs from hair, nails, makeup to body sculpting to facials to Botox to fillers. Don't lie to yourself, guys. If you're over 40, 45, 48, and chiming in up to that 50 era, they say black don't crack, but you gotta keep it together still, honey. Just make sure you're wearing your serums and your SPF when you're doing your facials every 4 to 6 weeks so you can stay looking fabulous. Okay?
Period.
Period. So we're gonna get back to our topic tonight, how to be successful in business. Um Staying on track. Staying on track. Why we need to stay on track. Staying on track, like I just blurted out and said to you guys just now. We're in January, but we already working all the way to August. And that is going to help you have a successful business because you always got to stay ahead of the game. Not ahead of your competitors, but ahead of the game. Because for your brand, is each brand, I should say, basically, you should be able to set aside your timestamp as to what's happening. So me, I can speak for the beauty industry. I can speak for like real estate. Um, People have New Year's resolutions. Everybody's like, oh, I want to move for the new year. I want to get into a new apartment. I want to get into a new house. So we started a home ownership program where we can take you from a renter to a homeowner. Then we have another program that I sat down and I curated over a few years ago that the mortgage company is not going to like me for. But it is basically if your house is in foreclosure, pre foreclosure, or anything like that, you're going through a hardship, you should definitely hit me up because there is a way we can keep you in your home and keep you owning that home and away from sharks like me that would step in and buy that home. Not that I'm feeling guilty, I'm not, because I'm a business person, but I also see the beauty in helping people stay where they started to build their life and where they started to build their legacy. So if you're struggling and you're going through that type of era, I'm the person for you. You may not have the money. The money is not the objective here. The objective here is me giving back to my community and helping homeowners stay in their home so that shops like me don't have to take it and rent it out and make more money in it. There is a way that we can help you stay in it, and I'm willing to do that for you guys. That's me giving back to you for the new year, and helping all my homeowners and them stay in their properties and enjoy stability. Yeah, because life happens, things happens. A lot of us are still coming out of the pandemic, still regrouping from the pandemic. A lot of us lost our jobs in the pandemic and are still trying to find a plan B. Sometimes your plan B is right in front of you. You just sometimes have to write it down and make sure you don't quit your daydream. A lot of us get lost along the way because then, you start off with a family and, things happen and life happen and you kind of find grounding or nobody wants to give you an opportunity. And I'm big on giving people chances and opportunity. So I'm really, really willing to help my community this year. Keep their homes, stay into home ownership. If you have a business that you're trying to grow, I'm definitely going to help you. I'm a very, very big critical thinker. So if you share idea with me, I could basically write your whole business plan. It's good and a bad because I have people will come to me like, oh Bella, I thought about doing hair. Girl, I done open up a whole hair business for you from the minute you said that in my mind. I was like, what could you do in here? Then we could sell hair, then we could sell wigs, and then we could do extension, we could do that. So I like thinking outside the box, and I really want to dedicate some of my time this year to helping people build their business and build their brand. So give me a few months. I'm gonna help you write up your business plan based on what you said to me tonight. I'm gonna sit with you next week. I'm gonna start writing your business plan, and I'm gonna show you how you can get that property, how you can get that money, and how you can start that business. Okay? All right. It's going to be a lot of work, but once it's your dream, it's not work. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. So we going for it, guys. Okay.
Make sure you guys vote for me in the next coming weeks to be on America's Inked model. You guys want the link? I'm gonna go ahead and drop that soon.
Okay, Miss Model, that's good.
I was not playing.
That's good. I'm proud of you doing your thing. So, guys, we always running out of time, but I know we had a little technical difficulties earlier, and you guys had me go a bit a cappella, but it's okay. It's okay. There's always something called a redeal.
From the top.
Okay? So I'm gonna bless you guys with my bathroom voice. This song means a lot to me. It keeps me grounded because it reminds me of me. When we were kids in the backyard, playing astronauts and rock stars, no one told us to stop it. Call us unrealistic. Then suddenly you're 18, go to college for your plan B. What you want is too risky. Live for weekends and whiskey. We all got these big ideas. One day they're replaced with fears. How did I get here?
God.
Darling, don't quit your daydream. It's your life that you're making. It ain't big enough if it doesn't scare the hell out of you. If it makes you nervous, it's probably worth it. Why save it for sleep when you could be living your daydream? 31 waiting tables. She had the voice of an angel, all the money and power. She only sings in the shower. All these things we say we'll get to, shut them by the reasons not to. Darling, don't quit your daydream. It's your life that you're making. It ain't big enough if it doesn't scare the hell out of you. If it makes you nervous, it's probably worth it. Why save it for sleep when you could be living your daydream? So scared of failure that we failed to try. Turning around before the finish line. Gotta fall for a minute before you can fly. So daydream, it's your life that you're making. It ain't big enough if it doesn't scare the hell out of you. If it makes you nervous, it's probably worth it. Save it for sleep when you could be living your daydream. Or save it for sleep when you could be living your daydream.
You're a rock star.
Guys, and that is my, well, I wouldn't say just my favorite song, but one of my favorite songs. Daydream. Like, honestly, don't quit your daydream. If you're a dreamer, you are definitely a winner, honey. So just put in the work. Don't take your eyes off the prize and never compromise yourself. Okay? Just keep winning, keep being sexy, keep being successful. This is Love Bay Radio, and this is Success Isn't It Sexy? And I'm your host, Shivanette Mendoza, also known as Bella the Beauty Boss. And this is my guest host tonight, Haley, and she is a self starter, sometimes an overachiever, big entrepreneur, has been self emancipated since 16, basically turned her own self into adult honey and doing her own things. It doesn't matter what walk of life you come from, all that matters is where you intend on going. So if you're ready to win in business, keep tuning in every week to Success Isn't Your Sexy. We'll be dropping different gems for you every week. You can ask different questions. You can DM us. You can find us on Instagram at Success Isn't Your Sexy. You can reach out to Love Bay Radio. They can definitely find us. We'll definitely answer any questions that you have you want to bring to the table. You want to say anything, Haley?
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Luxury is not a lifestyle. No, it's not a what?
Luxury is not a price. It's a lifestyle at Bella Body.
Yeah.
So if you in one of these locations, you in New York, you in Trinidad, you in Dubai, you in Atlanta, you in Florida, you in Texas, Barbados, hit us up. Where we don't have brick and mortar, we definitely do mobile services. We do virtual consultations. So if you want to get with me and get your skincare regimen up to par, definitely, it doesn't matter what part of the world that you're in, definitely hit me up. We'll definitely do a virtual consultation for you. Tune in every week to Love Bay Radio. And guys, on Sundays, don't forget to tune in to the Press Play Boys, DJ Ward and DJ Hen for Soca Sundays right here on Love Bay Radio, honey. All right, we're going to leave you guys. I know we're running out of time. We're just going to leave you guys with our theme song, Daydream. You guys have to listen. I'm not going to sing the song. You're just going to listen out. Cheers.
When we were kids in the backyard, playing astronauts and rock stars, no one told us to stop it, called us unrealistic. Then suddenly you're 18, go to college for your plan B. What you want is too risky, live for weekends and whiskey. We all got these big ideas, one day they're replaced with fear. How did we get here?
I can't help it.
I love this song.
It's your life that you're
I
making.
do love this song.
It ain't big enough if it doesn't scare the hell out of you. If it makes you nervous, it's probably worth it. Why save it for sleep where you could be?